doing a setup on a customer on this Schecter Hellraiser Hybrid 8-string. He brought it in, want me to look at the fret ends on the bottom side of the neck because they're sharp, cutting up his hands. So figured I would just bring you guys along for the very uncomfortable ride. So what I've done is I've just taped up the fretboard. You should always tape up the fretboard when doing something like this to protect, you know, the finishes and material that you're working on. But I especially wanted to guard this one because the entire body and the sides of the neck are bound with carbon fiber, and I really just did not want to get into, you know, messing with that. So I've taped up, you know, most of the fretboard. I've taped up the sides of the fretboard. And what I'm doing now is I'm taking my fret in file from StewMac here and just hitting the ends. And if you can see, this has a like a straight side and a curved side. And I take the straight side first, and I hit the ends of the frets, you know, real lightly, because that straight side's flat and it allows me to get right up on that corner of that fret where it meets the fretboard. Okay, and what I'm doing is I'm just slowly pushing it forward and rolling, and what that allows me to do is it knocks off that sharp corner of that fret where it meets the fretboard. You know, it might be sticking up a little bit, maybe it's not seated all the way. Okay, and I hit each one of the frets like that real lightly. You want to let the file do most of the work. Okay. And the reason for this is because you don't want to take too much material off, because once you have too much material taken off, you can't put it back on. So you just want to let the file do most of the work, okay? And then I come back over to that rounded side that I was showing you guys a while ago. I go back over to that side and do the same thing and just push and roll, okay? Just, you know, that's an exaggerated motion there, but that's all I'm doing. Just right there to the edge of the of where the fret meets the fretboard. Hopefully, you guys will be able to see a little bit better once I get up here to these higher frets. Okay, so I'm just going like this, just wanting to hit it, kind of like you're just tightening up the ends, you know, up the edges, and you just want to. And I'm hoping that, you know, after one pass, sometimes it can take multiple passes, you know. But like I said, you always want to go slow. So, you know, if it does take you a little bit, you know, then that may just be what it has to be, you know.